credit card. I just couldn't see the appeal of it, like why would I have to borrow money if I don't have the money to begin with? Like, what's the catch? It doesn't sound safe. There must be some catch. So I think I just created a credit card, what, 3 or 4 years ago, out of necessity, because I needed to book like a flight. But for the longest time, in my mind was like, why would I need one? If I have the money, I have the money. If I don't have the money, I don't have the money. And I always had some security monies, because for security, for safety. So yeah.
Yeah. So, Brew, let me ask you and your audience a question. And it applies to me too. Is it possible that you have been lied to, indoctrinated, and brainwashed? Is it possible? And including me too, but do you say it's possible?
I honestly don't know, man. but
You
but
don't know?
but for the sake of conversation, let's say yes, yes.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
it's possible. All right. So we've been lied to. We know what a lie is, but what happens if it's generational? What happens if your parents teach you a lie and you're brought up to thinking that a credit card's a credit card and their parents had a credit card? So everybody knows that it's a credit card. And if you don't question it, then you have been brainwashed. So I'm not here to insult your audience or anything like that, but I'm saying if you just question it, then you're no longer brainwashed. So mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. So I'm asking your audience to be open and to add one word, and that is alleged. So we watch TV, we see the bank robber, and then all of a sudden we say alleged bank robber. Well, that's all I'm asking you to do is add that word allege. So don't believe me. I'm a doubting Thomas, so doubt me too. And there'll be some show notes and there'll be some links in there. So check out the links from what I'm saying. And don't believe me, send this to your CPA, or there in Germany, it's called a WPK, and have them, or one person who's had a class of accounting will tell you I'm 100% correct. So I don't help anybody unless they have a third party verify that what I'm talking about is the truth. So, so when I filed out a month later after my dismissal of my cases, that I looked at my credit report and all three banks were off my credit report. I never got notice of anything else. They never came after me. I never got sued. Nothing happened to me. So there you go.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 85,000 was gone, but it wasn't debt. That's my argument.
It sounds like magic, man. I don't even know what to say. It's too good to be true.
Oh, okay. Let's go that route. Okay. I like that. So what it is, there is a true credit card. Let's start with the truth. Okay. Let's say you need tires for your car. Okay. And they're quite expensive, I would imagine. So you go to a tire store and you find out how much it's going to be. And you say, I don't have the money. They say, oh, hey, bro, why don't you apply for the in store credit card? If you're accepted, then, and great, you get accepted. You drive away without paying. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
You went to a tire store, they put tires on your car, you drove away. Now, at the end of the month, you get a statement, which is true, and they have an outstanding unpaid invoice, which is true. You owe that money. Okay. I am not trying to promote a get out of debt scheme. This is not that at all. I'm trying to educate your audience that they are a crime victim. And that's what they've done worldwide. It doesn't only apply in America, but it applies to everybody in the world. So, what is happening is the banks are defrauding you, and that's the problem. So, how do you know if the credit card is a true credit card or not? Look on the back. Look on the back of your Amazon card or any big, huge store card. And if it says Bank of, well, it could say Deutsche Bank. It could say Bank of America, Bank of London, Bank of Tokyo. If it says bank, then it's a phony card.
I'm looking at mine right now. I'm not. It's not on camera right now. It's not. Okay. Mine says if you found this card, please contact the bank. Blah blah blah. There's my signature, the secret code, and that's about it. Yeah. So what the
This would be right. So the front says it's a bank, right? Some bank credit card.
in the front? Yeah. But I just
Yeah, yeah,
I described the back just for context.
right. So on an Amazon card, it's going to say Amazon on the front. If
Yes.
it's a store card in somewhere in Germany or anywhere in the world, if it's a store card, look on the back. And the back, if it says issued by a bank, then you know it's a phony card. If it doesn't have that and it's a true merchant, then you owe that money. So this is not a way of getting out of car loans or auto loans or any kind of a personal loan where you put up some collateral. It's not that way at all. This is only for bank issued alleged credit cards.
Yeah, there you go. You see, it's too complicated. It's too sketchy. You mentioned the terms and conditions earlier, and social
Yes.
media apps they do the same thing. They put so much stuff in there that it will take you ages to read and understand everything. In my opinion, it's borderline. It's illegal. It should be illegal what they're doing. Because I don't know if you're aware of this, but iTunes back in the day, they even included in their terms and conditions that you're not allowed to build a nuke using our software. Like, why would you even put in there? Like, it's insane. It's the whole thing is crazy.
But they have you, if you don't click agree, you don't get it.
Yeah.
So they don't give you an option. I want to disagree with that. I want to disagree with this. They don't give you that option. Either it's a whole package or nothing. And the way the companies are doing these now, they don't even tell you because you don't even know what you're doing wrong on YouTube. You get deplatformed, you get censored. Where's the criteria? They won't tell you. You just got to figure out yourself.
Yeah, yeah, it's horrible. I think Steve Jobs once said that the correct way of doing terms and conditions are like a few lines, and that's it. And he died, so I think he could not implement this vision to his products. But I think that's the way of doing it. I don't know how this would like reflect in terms of legality and courts and how
Right.
people sue each other, because at the end of the day, those terms and conditions they exist for a reason, so the companies can protect
Sure.
themselves against liability, right?
Oh, sure. And you can't sign away your rights either. So sometimes you have someone say, you don't hold me harmless. That doesn't work here in America. They seek right through that. So that's where you have the agreements as a meeting of the minds. That's what the judge is going to say. Was there a meeting of the minds? And what you're saying is they covered all the material. I didn't have a meeting of the minds. So in one sense, you can argue that, but what's the point? But what the point is on this is that even though in the show notes, I have the Supreme Court ruling that the fraud undoes all contracts, this is true in every country because the courts are not set up for criminals. Criminals can't take their victim to court and to further perpetuate their crime. Let's say you did a loan and you didn't know they were a loan shark. They said, hey, you want to borrow some money? Sure. But now they're charging exorbitant rates. But the courts are not set up for the criminal to take you to court and say, Judge, he owes me $1 million. He signed his contract. I only loaned him 10, but he owes me this much money. The courts are not set up for that. So they will have that same provision in every country that says fraud undoes all contracts.
Is there a bank that you would say does it more like does it right or more fair than other ones?
And what I'm arguing about and what my book's about is that it's the bank issued alleged credit cards. So they're all criminals.
They all.
And so, yeah,
Oh, man,
they're called banksters. They're called banksters for a reason.
really? So I'm not native. What do you mean by that, banksters?
It's like we use that to like a criminal, like a robber or a bankster. So it's like kind of like we put it in a criminal back into the mob kind of wording. We use a slang word. So we'll
Really?
call them banksters as a criminal.
Oh my god. Yeah, this doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound good. Have you watched Harry Potter? Do you remember the scene where they go to the bank and like all the banksters they're like ugly short goblins and like they're always muddy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe J.K. Rowling had some bad experience with banksters as well. I don't know.
Well, we have some time. Let's talk about your history being Germany and the Rothschilds.
Oh,
Rothschilds in German means red shield. if I'm right. That's what I've read.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a red shield out in front of their business, and they were goldsmiths. So you would bring your gold to them and they say, yeah, it's worth this. And they write out a receipt for you, because it's a lot easier handing a piece of paper to somebody than having this gold that's not stamped and not put in a coin. So how do you know what it is? So Rothschild said this is worth this much